Hi there, folks. Welcome back to the Short and Stout Guys channel. We are the Short and Stout Guys. I'm Terry.
I'm Daniel.
Daniel, we found another, what I would term as a treasure trove of Halloween stuff.
Really?
We're gonna go take a look at HomeGoods in Winter Garden Village in Florida. They've got a lot of Halloween stuff, and they're putting more out. At least they were putting more out last night when we were there. I'm guessing they'll be putting more out when we go back today. One thing I'll say about this store is the shelves are crammed with stuff.
Overflowing almost.
It's almost a little bit tough to shop because you're afraid to check a price on anything because you might knock over 3 other things. I mean, honestly, it does make me a little bit nervous to go in there. So anyway, as long as you're comfortable with it, we'll go there, we'll film, we'll check out prices, and then we might slip over to Lowe's. Now, most of the things in HomeGoods are going to be smaller items, more decor related items. But then over at Lowe's, if they have anything, they'll probably be a little bit larger yard type things. So
all right,
we'll look at those 2 stores, we'll come back, and then we'll talk about it.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're in HomeGoods, just kind of giving a look over at the Halloween stuff that's going to just start coming in. We've got a big pallet of stuff there. We've got another big group of things here. We'll go around after a little bit and show you a few of the prices. We're not going to obviously show everything because there is just so much stuff. Got more here. All kinds of stuff on the end cap. This one is kind of one that I like. This is an actual metal jack-o'-lantern with legs. They have one ground breaker also. They've got some smaller.
$34.99. $34.99.
$34.99 for what exactly are you talking about?
For this guy.
Okay. All right. So we'll come back and do prices. We're just doing a quick look over here. Got the big witch pumpkin on the bottom. We've got all kinds of stuff. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of that they do here at HomeGoods is rather than keep all of these together, they have them kind of scattered around. So it's a little bit chaotic for shopping and doing prices and things. But anyway, they do have tons of stuff. So lots and lots and lots of stuff. I will also say that shopping here at HomeGoods makes me incredibly nervous because so much stuff is hanging off of the shelves that I'm afraid that one wrong tug on something and we are going to have a mess. And kind of cool knights back there, headless knights. I don't know if I'd call them a headless horseman, but it's kind of a headless horseman knight. They've got it with a rearing horse and kind of a standing horse and just kind of a standing knight. So if you wanted to do something with knights, you know, we talked about a Western theme Halloween. That might be a possibility. Lots and lots of stuff. Got a lot of pillows. This would be more of Daniel's favorite stuff. All the pink stuff here.
Nope.
Look at that spider. That is crazy. Like a crystal looking plastic spider.
It reminds me of something from Terminator 2 3D.
Yeah. We've got the flamingo pumpkins up there. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Frankenstein down there. All kinds of really amazing stuff. We'll check prices in a little bit. Wow. Kind of a bat themed chair, mini chair. Some witches. I mean, Halloween is happening. Absolutely, Halloween is happening here. Lots of garland. And then here we get into more fall things. I do like the look at the size of those brooms. Holy mackerel. Those are brooms that the folks from Harry Potter would be proud of. All right, let's look at a few prices.
Okay.
We're just going to start at the front of the store. We've got a Dracula standee that you could have at a party and have kids poke their head through. That is $29.99. So not too bad. Nice little Dracula standee. We've got some other stuff here. Again, we're not going to do everything. There's just no way that we could. I do like the kind of that gingerbread house looking thing. $24.99. Let's see. We got kind of an antique jack-o'-lantern man for $19.99. Got a carousel. I imagine that is motorized and lights up probably for $69.99. Lots of ghosts, lots of goblins and stuff. Over here we have some larger pieces. These appear to be ceramic. See if I can find, there we go. There's a price $79.99 for like the Frankenstein. Get a couple of those. We've got a cute little dog. I don't know. This is where I get nervous because everything kind of looks like it could knock over everything else. $16.99 for a little skeleton dog that is kind of resin or more of a plaster kind of thing. The big pumpkins on the bottom I don't see a price on, but man, they are huge and heavy. There's a mummy as well. The mummy is $59.99. I like this Frankenstein in a vehicle, and he is $19.99 down there. Alright, let's go around the corner. Yeah, this is some of my favorite stuff. So we do have a yard decor. This is about the only yard decor that I guess I would say is this groundbreaker. And the groundbreaker is $169.99 for a groundbreaker. I would say he's about 1/4 of the size of some that we've looked at other stores. But nice pumpkin groundbreaker. We do have the metal pumpkin. This is probably my favorite piece from the thing. He is really heavy. He's a jack-o'-lantern and he is metal and he is $34.99. Really cool.
$34.99.
$34.99.
Okay.
Yep. Now there are smaller versions of him down below, and they have more of a copper look, and they're $29.99.
$29.99.
Yeah, for the copper ones down there. Very similar. You know, you'd want to get a couple of those, and maybe him if you were going to do an outdoor display.
Okay.
But we've got some wicker pumpkins. This is a $50 or jack-o'-lantern. Sorry, kind of a wicker looking, $49.99. This one is really amazing to me. I'm not going to pick it up because it is $149.99, but it's kind of a witch face carved into a gourd, and she is about 4 inches off of the shelf right now, so I don't want to disturb that at all. Speaking of faces on pumpkin, right around the corner we have got a bunch of pumpkins with faces. I don't know if you call that a jack-o'-lantern or not, but this one happens to be $19.99.
$19.99?
Yep, $19.99. We could not find the price on these big guys last night, and I don't want to move them, so I'm not sure what the price on those are. A lot of $19.99, and again the big ones not able to see a price, so might be a price. This one is $49. So I'm going to guess $49.99.
$49.99
for the
that
biggest
guy.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, biggest one. Little mice are real cute. They are $12.99 a piece.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Sure, $12.99 a piece.
$12.99 a piece.
Plush
Okay.
mice.
Got it.
We got some metal ghosts over here for $29.99. I don't want to touch these guys at all because I'm sure they're going to come down and bring like the whole thing with me. But lots of cool stuff there. Behind you, we've got a very pretty little witch, $19.99.
$19.99.
Yep, we've got another, like a witch with a flowing cape for $24.99.
$24.99.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Let's pick a couple other things. $24.99 for a very nicely painted purple pumpkin. Not a jack-o'-lantern, but a pumpkin. I see a price tag, I think, on this. $19.99. Not even as bad as I thought that might be. $19.99. I'll put him back on the ground where he was. All right, we've got kind of death with a bloody sickle.
That's cool.
He is $39.99.
$39.99.
Yep, just about every place we've visited has had a witch. I'm going to try to carefully move him. It's had a witch tree. And this one, I don't know. $24.99.
$24.99.
Yep, it's
All
not
right.
lit or anything.
I like the gentleman behind her.
Yeah.
The skeleton gentleman.
Yeah, kind of an. I don't see a price on $24.99.
$24.99.
Well.
All right.
Yeah, let me put this guy safely back up. That is not as heavy as I thought it would be. For the horse with the rider. And that was, what did I say? $39.99 for that. So, all right, let's go around the bend. Oh, let's see. Another little horse and rider. Quite a bit smaller. $16.99.
$16.99. Okay.
Oh, you can get
Cool
your own
little castle.
Yeah. Castle is $34.99. It's a resin.
$34.99.
$34.99. It's a resin castle. Appears to be lit or lighted.
All right.
We've seen some of these candle stacks before. And you know, they light up and stuff. The one that they have here has spider webs on it, which we have not seen other places. $29.99
$29.99.
for
Okay.
a 5 candle stack.
All right.
So this is also kind of one of my favorite things,
Oh.
just because it's a Harry Potter themed thing. We've got Hedwig with a letter on some books, and we have a price of $24.99, I believe, for that.
$24.99. All right.
24, yeah. Kind of like this crow for $14.99. We got a crow and a jack-o'-lantern.
Kind of reminds me of the new Gideon's place that's opening up.
Yeah, kind of does. The 3 ravens. We'll have to
Yeah.
go take a look at that.
Yeah.
All right. These are mirrors. We tried filming them before, and we really were having trouble getting it to work. But when you push the button, you're supposed to see an image in the mirror. I think the best one we saw was over here, and you had words that appeared. I have no idea if you'll be able to see it, but
Kind
Yeah.
of. All right. And
Okay.
how much is that?
the mirror with the lighted feature is $19.99.
Oh, not too bad actually.
$19.99. Yeah. Anyway, lots of stuff here. Let's jump around. Oh, by the way, they've got another pumpkin. I kind of like the green better than I like the purple. $24.99. And then I love these little plush candy corn jack-o'-lanterns. These are $5.99 each.
All right.
They have a bunch of those really weird light up crystal spider for $19.99. Very light. So probably going to end up being an indoor thing. I guess those are a little smaller. I don't know if I can see a price on the big one, but anyway, the smaller ones were $19, I think. So, all right, let's go around the bend.
$19.99
Yeah.
for the crystal
Now,
spider.
this is quite a chair.
Ooh, yeah.
If you have a vampire doll, it's about the size of a good sized doll. It actually has a cushion
Really?
on the arms. This is hard,
Oh.
but these are soft, and the back
Wow.
is soft. $199.
Oh, yeah, that makes a big difference.
This is
yeah.
$199.99. Same as these witches, which are also $199.99.
Okay, for a second. Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
this is cool. I really like the skull imagery of
That's
the
kind of
lady
a
in
famous
the.
painting.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yep, as you get back farther away, it looks like a skull.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try to get that out of there because I'm going to clip a wing or I'm going to knock something else off. But
that's very cool.
all right, let's go around the next aisle.
Okay.
A
We've-
lot of plush pillows over
Ooh,
here.
we got some blankets and pillows.
I don't. So, looks like they're saying $34.99 up above, but and that's what it says on this one, $34.99 for a set of 3 plush pumpkin pillows. So,
Oh, sorry.
pardon us. Oh, I love your dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. So we looked at plush at other stores, and they've just been in like the 10 to 12 range. These seem to be quite a bit heavier. These are $29.99. This one happens to be $16.99. But some of these are double-sided, where they've got 2 blankets sewn together. So you're actually getting kind of double blankets, and it'll be a little warmer. They're $29.99.
Perfect for fall season.
I guess so. Football watching, Halloween. 2 more pillows over here. The sign tells us they are $19.99 to $24.99. Kind of varies on the pillow, I guess. So Some nice embroidery on those. This one does not have embroidery, so I would guess this would be a little bit more. Well, $24.99 for that one. So I like these big giant spiders too. This is $19.99 for a big spider that you could put
Aragon.
out somewhere. A baby Aragon, I guess. Yeah, $19.99. Also have a black cat that I imagine is also $19.99. Then we've got ghosts down below. See if we can find a price on a ghost. $24.99 for a ghost. And there's a demo button, but I'm not going to try to fight with that. So anyway, that'll give you an idea of some of the things they have. They are still unpacking. So lots of stuff. There's a white spider also.
An albino spider.
I guess so. It doesn't have pink eyes though, to be a true albino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so lots of things to see here at HomeGoods, and they're still unpacking, adding more to their Halloween collection for this year. All right, so Daniel has some things that he really likes, so I want to make sure we highlight those. We've got different kinds of headless knights, not like a headless horseman, but like a headless knight. This happens to be a $39.99.
$39.99.
Yep, we got the rearing up horse. There is another one where the horse is just standing 4 feet on the ground. That one is $29.99, holding a jack-o'-lantern. And then we have a knight with another kind of an illuminated jack-o'-lantern. This one is $16.99. So they've got kind of a collection of 3 different poses. I don't know if they're meant to go together or not, but that's kind of how those work. $39.99. This is $29.99, $39.99, and $16.99. Alright, so we're in our local Lowe store, and we've got the beginning of Halloween with some absolutely gigantic animatronics. Can I have you stand over there, Daniel? Yeah. There's only have about 5 of them, 5 total, but 2 of them are huge. I imagine it'll tell us, but oh my goodness. Now the one doesn't seem to be animated. He is listed as a 15-foot watcher. Oh, he is animated. Look at that. Got the glowing eyes, and he's got a big old head pulled off. Oh my gosh. Anyway, check with your HOA maybe before you get this guy. 15 foot tall, $429. Wow. And he is absolutely gigantic. Look at that thing. He's called the Watcher. And then we do have a pumpkin guy over here who's also motion sensitive because man, he's been moving around. Got too much going on right now. I don't know. So if the other guy is 15, so he's got to be every bit of 10 foot tall, doesn't he? 10 or 11 foot tall. But he is just a giant. They call him the Pumpkin Lord, HL Pumpkin King, sorry. HL Pumpkin King. Motion and sound activated. Says 5 different phrases. Bends forward. Pretty impressive. And this one is $399.
Yeah,
almost $400.
I like these little guys.
Yeah, the little guys are pretty cute.
This guy is $99.
99 bucks, yep, for that guy and his friend over here. Oh my goodness. So both of them are animated. So both of those are made by Haunted Living. They look like they're about 36 inches tall. This one does the stretching at the neck, and this one, when his jaw opens up and does kind of the pumpkin gut stretch. Both of those are $99.
And then you got this other guy that's $99 too, I
Yeah.
think.
He's a little different mojo here. He's a 3-foot dancing mummy. Got some pretty good moves though. All right.
And we
That's
got
good.
a sign that shows that there's more.
That's got to just drive folks nuts all day, I would think. Holy mackerel. And then, like Daniel said, there is a sign for more animatronics. I don't know if that means there'll be more to come, or if you just go ahead and scan the QR code and then there'll be more for you to see. But anyway, Halloween has started already at Lowe's with some giant animatronics. All right, so once we got to HomeGoods, Daniel decided that he did not want to be the one to mess with those kind of full shelves. Mm-hmm. So we got the Daniel cam for the first time going on. So we'll see how Daniel did. It was a lot of stuff. I mean, we could have spent an hour and a half easily going through all the stuff and doing all the prices. But we decided just to hit and miss a little bit. I tried to find the HomeGoods Halloween listing online so you could kind of check some other price things. I couldn't find it. You go to the website, it directs you to like what store do you want to go look at. And once you put in your town or whatever, it didn't take me to a place where I could search for items.
That's frustrating.
So they seem to want to get you in the store. So that just happens to be their thing. In the HomeGoods store, they have just got so much stuff crammed on those shelves. Holy mackerel. Now, I like a little bit more organized shopping experience for myself, where you have all of one type of thing and then all of another type of thing and all kind of lined up.
Yeah, the thing that really made me most nervous was all the shelves were made of glass. So if you put something down too hard, you risk, breaking.
Yeah, so you got to be careful lifting up, putting down. But it just seemed to me that there was something sticking off shelves about 4 or 5 inches. It made me very nervous. But anyway, so we did take a look just kind of around. My favorite thing that I found there was it was a metal pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern, with arms and legs. And I don't recall the price. I want to say like $30 or $40, something like that. But that was the coolest thing, I thought. And then they had some other ones that were a little more bronze. That one was black. They had some ones that were blackish bronze that you could have to go with it. And those were a little bit cheaper, I think.
All right.
What did you see?
My favorite thing, they had some headless knights or headless horsemen. I thought those were very cool. And also they had like a jack-o'-lantern made out of a watermelon.
Now, why do you want that?
Well, it kind of reminds me of a holiday called Summerween. And that reminds me of a show called Gravity Falls.
Yeah, they covered that, the Summerween and Gravity Falls, didn't they? That's true.
Yeah.
One more thing that I saw that I really liked. I mean, there were a lot of really cool things for inside decor. They did have one groundbreaker, a little bit smaller one. We've seen the big one at the at-home store for like $250. This was a smaller one. I want to say it was like $180. 170, 180. Yeah, and it was about 1/4 of the size, but it looked very similar to the one that they had at home. But anyway, the other thing that I really liked was they had Harry Potter related. It was like a Hedwig holding a letter on some books. I thought that was a pretty good, very cool thing. Not so much Halloween, but very cool thing to have. So anyway, a lot of neat stuff. You could spend a lot of time looking through all of the Halloween decor at the HomeGoods store.
Just be careful.
You do be very careful, absolutely. Then we slip down to Lowe's, and big difference. Okay, small things at HomeGoods, huge things at Lowe's. Now, they didn't have a lot. They're just kind of starting, and I don't know how much more they'll get in, but they had 5 animatronics. One of them was 15 feet tall.
Wow.
And it was animated. I think it was kind of called the Looker or the Watcher or something like that. It was like a big skeleton, but he had pulled his head off, and he would turn and kind of look around. Eyes would light up. So that was pretty cool. They also had the
12-foot Pumpkin
King, I think they referred to him as. And he was very motion activated. Anytime anybody would walk by, he'd kind of crouch over and look at you and then stand back up. Yeah. Huge animatronics. Yeah. The little animatronics I thought were pretty cool too.
Yeah, those were probably my favorite, the small ones.
Yeah, those were 36-inch ones. They're both pumpkin related. One of them pulling his head up and his neck sort of stretched out. And
The other one has like its mouth opening up like.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. The little dancing mommy or guy was very cute. It's very similar to what they had last year. Yeah. Anyway, had some cool stuff to see at Lowe's and especially at the HomeGoods store. Thanks for coming along with us. We'll keep looking for Halloween treasure troves out there. Code Orange, whatever they call them. But until then, take care.
And stay spooky.
Spooky.